Hello, Taurus. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tina, the Clairvoyant Rabbit, and this is your September reading, your general reading. It's because it is a general reading, it may not completely resonate with absolutely all of you, but please do feel the parts that resonate with you individually and leave the rest behind for others. You can also watch your moon and your rising signs as I post them for more guidance. All right, I've got the main cards here on the desk already just to save some time. I'm going to talk about these briefly and then we'll go through and clarify them all with the, I don't know, one of the decks that I have. We'll clarify them with one of them. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use yet. Okay, so let's just get started with your reading. Okay, Taurus? I think I've said everything I was going to say. I think so. Okay, so the first card we have from Into the Lonely Woods is the Fortunate Companion. And I feel like we have about I've got three separate things I want to talk to you about with your reading today. And I'm going to pull some other cards at the very end of the reading as well, just to cap things off after I go through and clarify the cards. So stick through to the end of the reading. Okay, so there's three different things we want to talk about. The first one, the Fortunate Companion. I feel like if you haven't met this person already, this is somebody that you've met recently. This would be a really special, it feels like a friendship, a very special friendship, but somebody special that you've met recently, who's come into your life. The energy of this card is, when you've been alone for a long time, you've been on a journey of soul searching, and you meet somebody, and all of a sudden and I just got chills. I got goosebumps. I don't know if you can see that, but goosebumps as soon as I said that. You meet somebody and you just click. And it's like they have everything in common with you. And you've been through not exactly the same things, but very similar to the same things. Or maybe you've been through exactly the same things, but you share the same beliefs on things. You're like identical people. It's kind of like, you're like, oh my God, me too, me too, me too. And it's like they don't have anybody to talk to, and you didn't have anybody to talk to, and all of a sudden you just both have somebody to talk to. And when you first open up, it's very vulnerable. It's almost a scary place to be, because you're like, well, do I trust this person? Like, I don't know, do I? And you start to open up, and they start to open up. That's the energy of this card. And this is about this person that you've met. If you haven't met them yet, they're on your path. They're coming to you. That's the energy here. And it's the energy of, like, Spirit is saying you can trust this person. This person's come into your life for a reason. And it is for each other to bounce off each other and to be there for each other. It's a beautiful energy. We'll clarify that further. I got right into it there, but we'll clarify that further as we go through the cards. Let's take this one next. Helpless and hopeless. And I really don't care for the title of this card. This card just tells me you're going through a very difficult time, and you may feel that way, but basically you've come to two paths in your life right now. You've got choices, and you may feel like there are mountains in front of you. You have a lot of obstacles in front of you. But if you really look carefully, there is a path between these obstacles. And that's where you're going to find the light. That's where you're going to be able to see how you can travel through them. Your choice basically now is to, which path are you going to take? And there might be one that is more negative than the other, or not as positive, basically. So we'll talk about that when we clarify, okay? This is very, very much along the same lines. The Confront card talks about how the path that you're, or the things that you're going through right now, Taurus, are bringing out the shadows in your life. We all have a shadow side. Shadow side are the things that we don't necessarily want to talk about with everybody. There are things in our lives that we bury, that we don't want to face. There's things that maybe we've done, or things we've said, or just things about ourselves that we don't want to confront. We don't want to talk about. We just want to bury them away and just hide them. And it's like, no, 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 we're not going there. I'm not going that deep. Not going there. They're coming to light now. And they need to come into the light in order for us to heal them and to face them and to deal with them. And that's what's happening. And that's what's going on. And that's what's causing these paths that you have to, choose. So we'll talk about that. We'll come see what happens when we clarify that. Because of everything that's going on for you in September, Taurus, it's going to be, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a challenging month for you. So this is you're going to have to take a lot of self-care, nurture, take care of yourself, love yourself. There's no better time than for self-love right now, because you need it. You need it. And you deserve it. You really do, because you're doing a lot of hard work right now, Taurus, a lot of hard work. And this is when you need to take care of yourself. Take extra care of yourself, okay? We'll clarify that when we get to this. Now, there's another part of this. So we have this special friend that comes into your life. It could be an old friend, but there's this special friend. And then we have this really difficult time that you're going through, which is perfect for you to have this special friend right now. And then there's this other part of your reading. We have the Lovers, this relationship that you're in. And it's beautiful. We've got the 10 of Cups and the Lovers that came out. You're working on your happily ever after. I see you working on yourself, Taurus, and you're working on yourself because you really, really want this to work. You really want this to work out. And there's nothing standing in your way. If you can take care of what you need to take care of and you're doing it, you're working hard, this is a relationship. I pulled at the bottom of the deck the 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is about choices. But the first thing I heard was it's written in the stars. This relationship is a divine relationship. It's a relationship, I'm so sorry about that. It's a relationship that is written in the stars. It's a universal relationship. You are a divine partnership, but you do have a choice on what you're going to do with this relationship, you and your partner. And we'll talk about that when we get to this, okay? And I wish I could put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I can't do that while I'm recording. All right, let's get into this. Where are the cards? I'm going to use these ones right here. My crystal off of that. Yeah, I usually put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I hope it doesn't ring because it will stop recording. Okay, the Fortunate Companion, please, for Taurus for September. The Fortunate Companion. Whoops, Taurus for September. The Hierophant. I got this for Gemini as well. The Hierophant. Yeah, you've spent a lot of time by yourself. The Hierophant is about higher learning, though, spiritual learning. This friendship feels very divine as well to me. It feels very much like, I feel like everything, and I'm getting chills again. I feel like everything right now is very divinely guided for you, Taurus. I feel like you're doing a lot of spiritual learning, a lot of spiritual growth going on right now. You can see she's got all these faces. I don't know if you can see that. Looking every which way. I'm just seeing what I get from that. Very alert, too. Very alert to everything that's going on around you. That's not really with the Hierophant, but I just heard that from someone. One of your spirit guides. You're very alert. I don't know what that means, but that means something for someone. This relationship is very, it's spiritual. It's a spiritual relationship. It's divinely guided. Interesting. Interesting. I don't want to spend too much time on that because we have so much to get into. Tell me about nurture, please, for Taurus for September. Tell me about nurture, the self-love for Taurus for September. Whoa, the Death card. Yeah, you know what I feel like for you, Taurus? I feel like, because Death card is about endings and beginnings. I feel like it's time to put an end to the self, I don't want to say self-hatred, but that's what kind of came out of my mouth almost. I feel like it's time to put an end to that. Put an end to the self-sabotage, put an end to the self-hatred, put an end to the self-doubt, put an end to all of that. And it's time to start new. It's time to start a brand new life with yourself, with your self, your inner self, with your inner child. It's time to start brand new. It's time to be reborn again inside, to bring yourself out into the light and to love yourself. I really feel that. I feel like you haven't really experienced that before. And I think it's time to start that new. It's time to begin loving yourself. This Death card is a rebirth for you. And it's time for you to be reborn loving yourself. It's a brand new time for you, Taurus. It is. There's a brand new time. With all this growth that you're doing and this hard work, I feel that you should, I don't know if you are doing work right now on the inner child, but there's meditations you could do. There's self-hypnosis. There's hypnotherapy. But your inner child needs to be healed. And I think that's a really good start to be reborn. And I don't want to sound like reborn. I don't mean it like reborn, but I mean a rebirth, like that's what you're going through right now. And I see you doing that. I see you doing a lot of hard work like that. Tell me about helpless and hopeless for Taurus in September, please. You're working on something. Helpless and hopeless. I know you're doing so. I think some of you are fighting addictions. Helpless and hopeless. I fell on the floor. The Four of Wands. See, this is that strong connection. This is that strong foundation. I feel like you're finding your roots. This is obviously the roots of the trees. And if you can see that, they're part, the shapes of the two people. Like she's one shape here, and then there's another shape here, and she's out of the tree. It looks like a woman too, but it's just the shape. It's an androgynous shape, but out of the tree. So I feel like it's finding your roots. The Four of Wands is about foundation. It's about commitment as well. I feel like you've made a commitment to change something in your life, to correct. I don't know if that correct is the right word, but to change something in your life. And I feel like you're taking the right path. I feel like there was something, maybe a behavior or a belief system, and you're changing it. It's going to be different for all of you. Everybody's individual. This is a general reading, but I feel that there's something that's changing, and you're taking a different path, and you've made a really strong commitment to it. That's really wonderful. I feel like maybe in the past you tried to do something and you weren't able at that time to stick with it, and now you are, and that's really wonderful. The Fool, see, taking a brand new path, brand new step, first step forward. The Fool is the first card in the tarot, and it's the first step forward. You're taking that first step. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Taurus. That's great. You've taken the first step. I love that. And that's in confronting. Confronting something. We have anything else for confront? Well, Nine of Cups is actually for the Lovers. I know that for a fact because as soon as that came out, I said the Lovers. And okay, let's talk about the Lovers card here for a minute, because I got a lot when I got this card out. Nine of Cups, first of all, is about your dreams and wishes coming true. Nine of Cups is fulfillment and love and dreams and everything wonderful, okay? When I saw the Lovers card, I love this card, first of all, for the Lovers. I can see that you and your partner, now this is a partner you're with now or that you want to be with. This is somebody in a loving relationship, a nice bond, a beautiful bond, okay? This is like, I feel like a divine bond that you have with someone. If I could get close enough here to show you really good. I see that you're very different. You're the same, but you're different, okay? See, I feel that you have similarities, but it's almost like you're different species. It's like you say to each other, it's like you're complete opposites, but yet you get along so well. Yet in some ways you're complete opposites and you can't believe that you're together. Does that make sense? Because I don't know if it makes sense, but it's like you belong together and you know that, but yet you're so completely different that it's like somebody who's maybe, okay, let's like how an example. Somebody who's an atheist being with a very spiritual person, perhaps. Maybe that's an example. Like how would you get along? Like that would be difficult, right? But yet you could be so much in love. So it doesn't matter. But yet it probably does come up. So I don't know. It's an example. So that I feel that between you two. Yet there's so many dreams and hopes and wishes you have between the two of you. You're very much in love. And I do feel that it's written in the stars. Very much written in the stars. And the Ten of Cups is, the 10 is at the end of the rainbow. It's the beautiful happily ever after card, I call it. My 10 of Cups is always my happily ever after. And I feel that there's something very deep with this relationship. Below the surface, things look very different though. There's a lot that goes on below the surface. A lot. And I don't mean that's necessarily bad, but it looks very different below the surface. It's like you look very happy and stuff above the surface, but below the surface, there's some complications. Okay? You don't look the same below the surface as you do above the surface, if that makes sense. Let's see what we got to clarify the 10 of Cups. Clarify the 10 of Cups, please, for Taurus for September. What does the 10 of Cups say? The Creatrix. The Creatrix, I can't even talk. This is the Magician. So it's what you're going to make of it. What are you going to do? And you also have the 7, and I just got chills. You also have the 7 of Cups, which is about choices, options. It's written in the stars, but what are you going to do with it? How is it going to manifest? It's up to you. There's something that you are in control of. It is a destined relationship, but is it destined forever? I don't know. Right? Because of the work that you're doing, I think that has something to do with this. It has something to do with the relationship. Okay? I don't know all the ins and outs. I have no idea. I can only read what I have in front of me here. But there's a way for you to manifest positivity into this, positive results. Let's pull something else. 10 of Cups, please. 10 of Cups for Taurus for September. Whoa, crazy energy. 7 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Queen of Swords is all about truth telling, being strong, standing up. 7 of Wands, oh, and I've got such goosebumps. Holy cow. 7 of Wands is about standing up for yourself, being strong as well. You know, being standing in your own right. You know, I'm here. Here I am, and I'm proud of this. And I don't know how I'm getting that, but I'm Let me see with the cards too. I'm reading the cards as well. I feel a lot of victory with this Queen of Swords. Okay, so that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I feel strength. So be strong. Be truthful. Stand up for yourself. And I don't mean that in a, negative, arrogant way or anything like that. But I feel that is going to work well. Okay, to manifest positive results. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that energy. I don't know why I'm hearing birds of a feather flock together. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Birds of a feather flock together. That's going to mean something for somebody, okay? So remember that. Birds of a feather flock together. So keep that in mind. Okay. All right. We're going to, what time is it? Yes, we're going to just pull a couple cards from, I'm going to use my flower deck, I believe. And we'll cap it off with these cards and we'll let you be on your way. And that was September. As always, if this resonated with you for September in some way, please give that a like click and subscribe for more videos. I'm putting out more now. I've was off for a little while for August for family issues and medical issues, but I'm back now. I'll be putting out some more videos. So hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and the like button as well. I would very much appreciate it. All right, Taurus. What do we have for Taurus here? What else do we have for Taurus? Taurus for September. Taurus for September. Do we want anything out of this deck? Simply smile and notice the profound and healing difference it makes. I feel this has a lot to do with your self-healing and your self-love and stuff like that. Smile. This has a lot to do with that. It's definitely, I love even the sunflower. Yellow has a lot to do with your solar plexus, your stomach area. So if you're having stomach problems, wear yellow, look at yellow, concentrate on the color yellow and meditate on the color yellow. It helps open up the solar plexus, clears the stomach area if you're having digestive issues. Yellow is a very good color. I'm going to use the fairy deck because that deck wasn't operating very well for me. Okay, fairy deck. Taurus for September, please. Taurus for September. What do the fairies have? There we go. Temptation. This is funny because this is exactly what I was feeling for somebody. It says, if I could read this. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that you feel guilty about? The fairy says that you have the power to overcome temptation, however, whatever its guise. So this would be perhaps addiction or anything like that. It could be any kind of addiction, gambling, food, drugs, alcohol, anything. But if there's some kind of addiction of some sort, I was feeling that kind of energy. With people facing their shadows. So that could be for somebody out there as well. Okay. The fairies have your back. The spirit has your back. Your angels and your guides, your spirit guides have your back on this. Everybody's standing with you. Okay. And then we have one other one. Ask for help. The writing is so small on this. The angels are celestial beings to protect everyone, and the fairies say that now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. There you go. Sorry about the glare. All you have to do is say, angels, I need your help. And you will have your spirit guides and angels at your side. Whether you believe in angels or spirit guides or even just universal guidance, all you have to do is say, I need your help. And they'll be there. And you will feel guidance. You just have to quiet your mind and answers will kind of come to you. That's how it works. It's really amazing. All right, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you received some guidance from this. Lots of love. Namaste. Take care.